Yeah, can of friends, I'd like to share with you some truth about cannabis. Cannabis hemp, tree of life. The very plant God chose to speak to Moses through. See, that's where my investigation of the truth began. Of course, I had it right here. I think I took it back down to my office. Jack Hare's book, Emperor Wears No Clothes. Jeannie Hare, his widow, has put it online, so you can find it through Jeannie Hare, Jeannie. Herer, Herer. Jack was the original author. Jeannie sure was the editor of the book, The True History of Marijuana. Cannabis hemp, one plant. Marijuana is a slang word that was invented to demonize this good plant, so the industrialists could sell you their energy, their coal, their oil, their plastics, their paper made from wood products, and shove down your throat the lie that marijuana is some kind of roots in hell drug. It's never been a drug. It's been the most used herb in the world for medicinal purposes. The most used food in the world to keep people healthy and strong, fully of protein, omega-3s, omegas that we need for our nervous system, for a strong immune system. Our endocannabinoid system needs that nutrient more than any other nutrients in the world. This plant has building materials, plastics, even fiber optics. They're using it in accelerators. That technology is just completely out of my mind, out of sight. The long chain carbon fiber of the cannabis plant. And then when we use what was the throwaway part, the herd, the center core that doesn't seem to have the right fiber in it, we mix that with lime and water and make a insulating concrete that sucks up carbon like a sponge forever. It turns harder and harder, but it just sucks carbon up. Turns into rock. It insulates. You build our homes out of it. So much to know, so much to learn. First, we got to end the prohibition on this plant. That's what we have to do. And that's the way it is. Dig it?
A well-respected oncologist, David Abrams, has said, if we were to discover this plant in the rainforest today, we'd be clambering over each other to make use of it. But it just so happens that there is a long history and campaign of stigma and misinformation about cannabis. Children like Lucy require us to look at this issue with a more in-depth lens. And that may challenge some of our deeply held notions and accepted practices. So please work with us. It will be good for all of us. If you do not, I promise you will lose moral islands to legal states, and you will foster an environment in which good, law-abiding parents become criminals. If that is not a reason to reconsider public policy, I don't know what is. The families of OFC would like a continued opportunity to help further share our humble yet educated perspective. We look for action to follow these task force meetings. And we welcome an opportunity to support meaningful medical cannabis legislation from our State House because we feel that it is best suited for the job. But know that State House action and willingness to keep us engaged, or not, will affect our behavior. Thank you so much for your attention to this matter.
Take some questions now.
It seems like it's worked in the opposite way. And then number two, most importantly, a lot of families have left the state of Ohio to go to those states that are legal. And what evidence has come out of that as to how they've dealt with it and how their problems have been dealt with?
Sure. Okay. So the first question that you're asking me is about side effects from medicines that we've been prescribed. The quickest way to tell you is that the way that those medicines work is that they slow your child down. They virtually take them away from you. They turn children into little zombies that sleep for great portions of the day. When one medication was introduced into Lucy's regimen, she started to need oxygen at our home and was hospitalized for respiratory challenges. She lost the ability, she lost some of her abilities to vocalize. They lessened. She stopped reaching. She could not do that anymore. For the first time in her life, she needed help urinating. I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm telling your secrets, but it's important to know that she needed, for the first time in her life, to be cast because of one of her anti-seizure medications that still did not control her seizures. There are children who die from seizure medications. One of the reasons that we're also concerned about this issue is that children also die from seizures. You may not know that SUDEP, studying unexplained death from epilepsy, takes more American lives annually than SIDS. People die from seizures and people die from anti-epileptic medications.
So what has happened in the other states from the families that you know?
Well, I have connections with a great deal of families that are having success with this kind of treatment, but you're specifically asking me about parents that have left Ohio. So I'm going to talk about Addison Benton and the Lyles family as well, Paula Lyles as well. I think that to begin with, there is a pretty telling story in that they are setting up shop in Colorado. The Bentons have now purchased a home because they want to come home. Their family is here. Their network of individuals is here. But they've set up shop there because it's working. You can, I could show you a picture of Addison on her anti-epileptic medications here, and she looks dopey. She not only have her seizures been reduced, as I just gave it.